We got Calvin Kattar back here on the program. He's going to be taking on Chris Fishgold coming up here at UFC Fight Night 138 in Moncton on October 27th. Calvin, what's going on, man? How are you?
Good, man. How you doing? All right?
I'm doing great. Not as good as you, though. I know you're going to wrestling practice right now. Looks like the weather's good out there. How are things?
It's all right. Last night was pouring rain. Made me wake up late. We had a tea time early this morning, but of course this man over here overslept, always missing his tea times, Rob Font. So, slept in a little bit, and now we're on our way to do some wrestling.
Good stuff, man. We've got to talk quickly about UFC 223. And before I talk about your fight, there's kind of an interesting story here with the Conor McGregor bus attack in the sense that you were supposed to be on that bus, and I know you ended up switching seats at the last minute. What exactly happened there, and how lucky do you feel that you didn't get a dolly in your face?
I mean, unlucky, lucky. I was ready for anything at that point, but that was just a whole bunch of stuff that at that point in time to me didn't really matter. I was just focused on the fight. It didn't really distract me much. Even if I was on that bus, I feel like I was there with one goal in mind, and we'll have that one back. So as far as this one's concerned, I'm just looking to get that taste out of my mouth and get back to the win column.
Well, yeah, just one more thing on that. Obviously, or I don't know if it's common knowledge, but I believe you switched seats with Michael Chiesa, and Chiesa was the one who ended up getting hit. Is that not? You got it was like a last minute switch up or something on the bus, like you were supposed to be on that bus?
Yeah, we were sitting down. They called us up. They told us to get on the other bus because something about opponents or for whatever reason they kicked us off that bus. And then within the minute later, all these guys started running around all crazy. I think it would have been even funnier if he had came a minute prior and we were in transition to the buses and I was outside, because then if I would have seen them running at us, I wouldn't have known what was what. I don't know. Who knows what would happen then?
Did you expect anything like this to happen? I mean, we know the stuff that happened with Khabib and everything, but did you expect a full-on melee like this?
Oh, no, I don't think anybody did, except for maybe the Irish reporters that let him in the door, so I'm told. But other than that, no one really knew what was going on. All of a sudden, we just see a bunch of people start attacking the bus, and that's where human instinct kicks in. You never, especially nowadays, you don't know what's going on. Public places, shit goes down, it gets hairy. You just kind of you're more aware nowadays,
And you said regardless of what would have happened, you still would have fought on that card, right? Because it was a big card.
Yeah, I understand Chiesa or whatever had like a glass or something in his head, lacerations and things. There's obviously things outside of your control, but as far as the distraction and things, I've been, it wasn't anything too distracting in my eyes. I've been through a lot worse than that.
Let's quickly talk about the fight. Obviously, kind of new territory for you and me. You're coming off a loss to Renato Moicano. What do you take away from that performance that you can bring into this fight?
I mean, a lot. I don't see this kid throwing out a million leg kicks like he did backing up. I see this kid being more of a pressure fighter, changing levels and things. But, just fighting how I fight, getting back to that, not overthinking it. And really not thinking much at all, going out there and having some fun, and I plan to do that this time around.
I tell you, you're fighting in Moncton. Did you know anything about Moncton at all before accepting this fight?
No, and I think right there, that's how we pronounce it. Is it Moncton? And you confirmed it. No, I didn't really know much, but I'm excited. I like to, stay an extra day or two at least, wherever I'm at, and try to, get a lay of the land and things. So I'm excited about seeing what's out there, what Moncton has to offer after the fight. Hopefully a lot of good food.
Yeah, for sure. Have you been to Canada before?
I have, but not in this like rural spot like that, or out in far east Canada. I've been to the Montreal, things like that, but I hear it's pretty beautiful.
How do you feel like you match up against Chris Fishgold in this fight? He's making his debut. He's the Cage Warriors lightweight champion. How do you feel like your skill set matches up against his?
Yeah, another Conor tie-in, right? I believe he's the champ over there now. It's whatever. I really didn't care so much about who I was fighting next. I'm really concentrating on my skill set and what I bring to the table. And I feel like you're going to see a new and improved Calvin Kattar come October 27th.
And your last fight was in April. This fight's at the end of October. Did you want this much time off, or are you looking to get in there a little bit sooner?
It's funny, man. At that time, back in April, I'm like, damn, this is a quick turnaround from January. It's like But at that point, I would have fought again the next month too, because at this point, my mindset's kind of changing a little bit. I just want more opportunity, and that means, getting in there more. So I'm excited about whatever whatever opportunities they give me. As far as this one with the layoff, I just rolled it. I put a positive spin on everything, and yeah, come October 27th, gonna go out, take care of business, and then see what they throw at me next.
What's interesting about this fight too is that he's dropping down to featherweight for this fight. He's fought primarily at lightweight. Do you feel like the fact you've been a regular in the featherweight division, that'll play an advantage in this fight?
Possibly. I was a lightweight in the past as well. I just think, you get lazy or complacent fighting these local guys, and you're not really trying to make that cut, on a local level. And I think he's ready to, step it up a little bit and try out the featherweight division. But yeah, with that comes an extra 10-pound cut, and if you're not ready for that, it could be a long day, especially if your gas tank's not in check.
For sure. Let's talk about training camp. Have you kept things primarily the same, as far as training partners and all the gyms you cross-train at?
Yeah. It's number one training partner still right here, getting it in. Really, other than that, we just fill in the holes and gaps with, whatever we need to. But still training with Carlos Neto, head coach since day one, and Tyson Chartier, manager, coach. Just really bounce around all over New England. Sparring at Lausanne's on Saturdays, Ironclad on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Yeah, same routine, just adding in a little bit of wrestling for this fight. Just getting used to that conditioning, and because you could be in shape but not in wrestling shape. And if this kid wants to make it, a hug fest, we're ready for that.
Are you still working with Perfecting Athletes for your weight cut?
Yes. Yep. Perfecting Athletes will be out in town the fight week, and they'll be making sure I'm eating right, drinking right, and ready to go come fight night.
And how do you see this fight playing out on October 27th?
I just see it being an exciting fight. I remember feeling this feeling when I fought Chris Foster. I was just a little upset. My last fight just didn't I hadn't fought to my capabilities at that point. It was a really boring fight, the fight prior. And then Chris Foster fight, I just came out and said, I just want to fight. I don't give a shit what happened. I just want to fight. And I feel like that's what I'm kind of coming into this fight. For this fight, I just want to go out there. I just want to go put on a damn show. I don't really give a shit so much about the rest. I want to fight smart, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to hold anything back. I want to go out there. I want to feel fulfilled. I want to go put it all on the line and put on a performance I'm proud of. So regardless of what happens, I'm excited to go out and just compete hard.
Before I let you go, we got to talk about the Pats this season. Optimistic at all? You feel like they can head back to the promised land?
Taking shots early, huh? We're gonna have to record this and see what's up at the end of the season, like we do every season.
For sure.
All right, we'll see you in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, I'm a Seahawks fan. So
I know, man. It's a rough season for us, but hey, let's see what Gordon does, right?
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask you about that. What did you think about that?
If anybody could do it, it'd be the Patriots, right? It's not the worst idea. We could use it, but we can use the right Gordon, not the one that's not the one that everybody seemed to know as of late.
I agree, and we certainly got to watch this fight, man. It's UFC Fight Night 138 coming up here October 27th. Calvin, appreciate the time as always, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any thank yous, shout-outs, and anything about Combat Zone, man, the floor is yours. Appreciate it. You guys can find me at Calvin Kattar on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. Slide in my DMs, hit me up. We have October 27th, Moncton, Canada, and Combat Zone 1117. Come out to that if you're in the Manchester, New Hampshire area. Other than that, thanks to my team, my coaches, and tune in October 27th to see a hell of a fight. We're going to do some work. What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.